Queen Maxima's secret betrayal, the Dutch monarchy torn apart from within. Welcome to BNews. What happens when the most admired royal of the Netherlands, celebrated worldwide for her charm, her elegance, and her tireless dedication, suddenly becomes the center of whispers about betrayal? On this day, August 18, 2025, Europe finds itself gripped by speculation, and royal watchers are stunned as Queen Máxima of the Netherlands stands at the center of a storm that could shake the Dutch monarchy to its very core. Could it be possible that behind the dazzling gowns, radiant smiles, and inspirational speeches lies a secret that might divide not only her marriage to King Willem-Alexander but also the very fabric of the royal family she represents? This is the story that no one saw coming, but that everyone is now desperate to understand. Before we dive into this extraordinary royal revelation, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to BNews, and turn on notifications so you never miss another breaking royal story. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the untold truths, the behind-the-scenes drama, and the emotional roller coasters inside the world's most powerful royal families. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, because this story is about more than scandal, it's about loyalty, family, and the future of one of Europe's most beloved monarchies. The Dutch royal family has always prided itself on being modern, approachable, and grounded compared to many of their European counterparts. Queen Máxima herself, originally from Argentina, has been seen as the jewel of this modernization, a woman who brought vitality, warmth, and relatability to the House of Orange-Nassau. Her ability to connect with ordinary people, whether speaking at financial literacy summits or dancing in traditional costumes during international visits, has made her an icon. Yet, today, her image is being tested like never before. Behind palace doors, sources suggest tensions are mounting, not just between Queen Máxima and King Willem-Alexander, but also within the extended family, where issues of trust, influence, and even control of the monarchy's direction are being quietly debated. Whispers of betrayal do not always mean betrayal in the romantic sense. In fact, in this case, the rumors swirling around Queen Máxima speak less of personal infidelity and more of political and emotional disloyalty. Royal insiders claim that the Queen may have acted independently of the King in decisions tied to public image, charitable funding, and even her role in influencing the futures of their three daughters, Princess Katharina Amalia, Princess Alexia, and Princess Ariane. For a monarchy where unity and solidarity are crucial, even the perception of Máxima taking a path separate from her husband's vision could be seen as a fracture, a betrayal not only of the man she married but of the institution they have sworn to uphold. It is important to remember that Queen Máxima's rise to royalty was not without its early controversies. When she first entered the Dutch royal scene, critics were skeptical about her Argentine roots, particularly given her father's past political connections during Argentina's turbulent years. However, over time, Máxima overcame those doubts, winning the hearts of the Dutch people through her authenticity and charisma. That is what makes the present storm so unsettling. To imagine that the very queen who has been credited with strengthening the monarchy's popularity could now be accused of undermining its stability is a twist no one anticipated. As rumors of Queen Máxima's secret actions circulate, the Dutch people are left asking hard questions. Did she truly act against her husband's wishes in matters concerning their eldest daughter, Katharina Amalia, the heir apparent? Did she attempt to shield Amalia from certain royal obligations in a way that clashed with the king's more traditional expectations? If true, it would suggest a profound rift in parenting philosophy between the king and queen, a personal divide made public because of the weight of monarchy. Some insiders claim Máxima sees the pressures on Amalia as too heavy, too stifling for a young woman barely entering adulthood, while Willem-Alexander believes that preparation is non-negotiable. If this is accurate, then what appears to the outside as a betrayal might really be a mother fighting for her child in a palace where duty is everything. But the whispers do not end there. According to those close to the palace, Queen Máxima has also been more vocal in her private networks about modernizing the monarchy at a pace that makes her husband uncomfortable. She has reportedly encouraged friends, advisors, and even certain media outlets to promote a more progressive vision of royal life, one where transparency and emotional authenticity are prized above centuries-old traditions. For King Willem-Alexander, who has carefully balanced tradition with modernization, this push may feel like a direct challenge. In monarchies, perception is power, and if Maxima is shaping perception without aligning fully with her husband, that is a crack in unity that can quickly turn into a political earthquake. Royal betrayal is often most powerful when it is subtle, not a public declaration, but a quiet action, a decision taken in private, a whispered conversation with the wrong person. And in Queen Maxima's case, what is described as betrayal may actually be rooted in her greatest strength, her empathy. She has always been seen as the beating heart of the Dutch monarchy, the one who connects emotionally in ways her husbands sometimes cannot. But could it be that this same empathy has driven her to make choices that, while noble in intention, have created the perception of disloyalty? Could her attempt to prioritize her daughter's well-being and modernize the monarchy's future actually be fueling the idea that she is stepping out of line? As we examine this unfolding drama, it is worth noting that European monarchies have seen such fractures before. From the tumultuous marriage of Prince Charles and Princess Diana in the UK to the tensions between King Juan Carlos and Queen Sofia in Spain, history shows us that royal betrayals, or even the whispers of them, can have long-lasting consequences. For the Dutch monarchy, which has prided itself on stability in recent decades, a narrative of betrayal could erode the very trust that Queen Máxima herself once worked so hard to build. The question now becomes, how will the Dutch royal family handle this storm? Will King Willem-Alexander publicly defend his wife and dismiss the whispers, or will the palace's silence fuel speculation that the cracks are real? Will Queen Máxima herself address the rumors, using her trademark candor to reassure the public, or will her silence be interpreted as confirmation? These choices will define not just the monarchy's present but its long-term credibility. And beyond the palace, the people of the Netherlands are watching closely. To them, Queen Máxima is more than just a royal figurehead. She is a symbol of integration, of warmth, of resilience. If she is seen as betraying that role, the disappointment would cut deep. Yet, for many, her alleged betrayal may actually make her more relatable, a mother, a wife, a woman torn between duty and her own beliefs. In the coming weeks, this story is certain to evolve. Whether it escalates into a full-blown crisis or quietly fades into the background will depend largely on how the king and queen choose to navigate it. One thing, however, is certain: Queen Máxima, once untouchable in her popularity, now finds herself walking the razor's edge between admiration and suspicion. And so, viewers, we leave you with this question. Do you believe Queen Máxima's actions are truly a betrayal of her husband and the Dutch monarchy, or is she simply a modern queen trying to balance tradition with compassion in a world that demands both?